Hey, this is Dhamma, high performance health and mindset coach for entrepreneurs here in Santa Monica, Expert Dojo. And how do you stop a caffeine addiction? Well, I'm going to teach you a very powerful technique to stop it. Now, first of all, we're talking about caffeine addiction, all right? So let's define caffeine addiction. And this is my own personal definition, I define addiction is when you're doing something that you don't want to do and you can't stop yourself from doing it, all right? So if you're drinking, this is not a video against caffeine. If you like coffee and you're happy with your 1 cup a day or 2 cups a day or once every other day or whatever it is, and you're happy with that, this video is not for you. This is for you if you've told yourself, I'm not going to drink any more coffee, and you're still drinking it, or if you told yourself, I'm only going to drink coffee once or twice a week, and you're drinking it every day. All right, and I've been in that boat before, because when I take coffee, I'm fine, but then afterwards I do feel a bit drained. I don't care whether it's got mycotoxins or it's organic or not, I do feel a bit drained. It's just not best for me. And I found myself in the past still drinking it a few times a week when I told myself I'd only do it once a week. And my fiance, she was drinking it every day, and she'd say, oh, I'm not going to drink anymore, and she'd still drink it every day. So I'm going to teach you this little technique. It's like a little NLP technique that is very powerful. So here's how you do it. So first of all, close your eyes and think of a food that's absolutely disgusting to you. All right, absolutely disgusting. Something that you really, really, really dislike. So for me, what's absolutely disgusting for me? I don't know. I eat a lot. I pretty much eat anything. But think about a food that's absolutely disgusting. If you can't think of a food that's absolutely disgusting, like I can't, think of an image and a smell that's disgusting. So it might be feces, for example. That's disgusting. All right, something disgusting, or like diarrhea or something. The point is, you got to make it something that you really don't like. Okay, and close your eyes and imagine it. Now, notice whether it's in color or in black and white. That's the first question to ask yourself. Is this in color or black and white? Notice if it's full screen in your mind's eye, if it's full screen, or if it's like a picture. If it's a picture, notice if it's got a border around it or not. Notice how far or close it is. Is it right up in your face or is it far away? Notice if there's a smell attached to it. Notice if there's a feeling attached. Should be a feeling of disgust, horribleness attached. Get as much details as you can about that disgusting image. Notice if there's a taste attached to it, a disgusting taste. Get as much detail. Okay, once you've done that and you've gone through that little routine, you can watch this video again just to go through the questions and make sure you got it right. Open your eyes. Now what you've just done is you found out what your brain does with foods or disgusting things. You found out what your brain does with things that it doesn't like. Perhaps it made it really close, it was in full color, full screen, and it had a horrible stench to it. That's what your brain does. That's how your brain creates the feeling of disgust by painting it in whatever way it painted it for you, painting the disgusting thing for you. So once you've got that information, that's great. Now we're going to move into the next bit. The next bit is close your eyes and imagine coffee. Think about coffee. Now your brain is likely going to do something very different to the coffee because you've been drinking it, you've been addicted. So you might get the smell of the coffee, which you like. Maybe it's in black and white, maybe it's in color. It's going to be different from the disgusting picture. Because if it was the same as a disgusting picture, if it was in the same exact place, maybe it was like a little bit to your left, the disgusting picture, and when you think about the coffee, it's a little bit to your right. Maybe it's closer, maybe it's far away, Maybe there's different smells, there's different tastes involved. It's going to be different, because if it was the same as a disgusting picture, you would also be turned off coffee. All right, so I'm just giving you a clue to this whole gig, this whole trick. Close your eyes and imagine the coffee. Now, once you imagine the coffee, move it into the exact same position that the disgusting picture was in your brain. If the disgusting picture was black and white, turn the coffee into black and white. If it was in colour, turn it into colour. If the disgusting image had a horrible smell, add that horrible smell to the coffee image. If the disgusting image was really up close, make the coffee image really up close. Do this all in your mind's eye. It won't take you long. You're just going to mimic exactly what your brain does for things it doesn't like with the image of what, and the image, the taste, the smells of what your brain does to the coffee. You move it all in the same position, you make it smell the same as the disgusting thing, you make it taste the same, all in your mind, and you move it in the exact same area, close, in color, whatever your brain does. If you've got that right, if you've nailed it in the head, you've got that right, when you open your eyes, you're not going to want to drink coffee. That will be enough to break your addiction 99.9% of the time. Now, there's other things that you can do to make it even easier, and that is, if you've got coffee in your house or coffee in your office, get rid of it. Okay, get rid of all coffee around you if possible, and stop hanging out. Well, if you hang out in the coffee shop, order a cup of tea instead. But by doing that little mind trick, you've basically told your brain to not like coffee anymore, and that works 99.9% of the time. So give it a go. And if you like this type of content, if you want to be your best physically and mentally, you're an entrepreneur, want to be your best, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.